got multiple topics to talk about in this video. Let's go ahead and get into this. The first topic I want to talk about is Jayland Walker. Over in Akron, Ohio, where, he was obviously, I can guarantee you that he was obviously out there thugging like usual, calling himself resisting arrest and, literally causing additional trouble when he got apprehended by a couple of police officers. Now, I will say this right here: the police officers who shot him 60 times, yeah, it was, to be honest, it was a bit excessive, not gonna lie. But but at the exact same time, I don't like it when it comes to these particular police shootings that take place. Obviously, the pro-blacks, the liberal left, and obviously the drive-by media, they want to run this particular story as if the cops are bad, and they always use the picture of the younger thuglet who literally called himself making poor lifestyle choices before his death. I'm just saying. So it happened around this past Saturday night or something like that. Where the Walker family was literally the motorist called Jayland Walker, who was a motorist, literally called himself enabling a police chase over in Akron, Ohio, and literally getting out of the moving car while he was being chased by cops. And obviously Jayland Walker was literally calling himself resisting arrest and causing trouble. You see, now let me say this right here. Me as a black person, I am getting tired. I am getting so sick and tired that if a black criminal who is going around committing crimes and literally making additional poor lifestyle choices, I am tired of black criminals. Let me just say this: criminals in general, to be held up as saints. I don't care if you're black, white, blue, green, or orange. But it just so happens because this guy was black, everybody want to call themselves, coming out the woodwork protesting, "Oh, we want justice for Jayland Walker. You didn't have to shoot him." Woo, woo, woo. Same old song and dance. I think people are getting tired of it already. I'm going to just also say this right here. Where was the father of this guy? I wouldn't bet he was probably nowhere to be found. Number one, or number two, probably want to show up when it's too late, when it's too little too late to see him being dead because of his poor lifestyle choices. Now, again, do I think 60 to 90 shots of the cops, doing it to Jayland Walker was a bit excessive? To be honest, yes. But you gotta factor in Obviously, obviously it shouldn't have happened. Had this guy resisted arrest, had this guy not resisted arrest. Now, I will set the record straight. I have been pulled over by cops multiple times, and neither time has it gone out of control. You know, I'm just letting you know. You know, maybe it's because maybe it's because for me, I know how to act. I know how to I know how to obey lawful commands and do what the officers say. I'm I'm literally not going to be out. I'm literally not going to be out here just crying a river. Be like, when I'm pulled over by a cop, I'm being like, oh shit, is this cop gonna is this cop gonna kick my ass or something? No, I'm not gonna do that. All I'm doing is just being sure how to obey the officer, follow their commands, this, that, and the other. That could have been prevented had he just pulled over. I'm just saying. The second thing I want to talk about is over in Highland Park, Illinois, which is a suburb that is like northwest of Chicago. About 6 people have lost their lives from a perpetrator who ended up calling themselves shooting up 24 people, committed this mass atrocity, this mass shooting at a 4th of July parade. Now, and unfortunately, the suspect is still at large, being described as a white male, late teens, early 20s, but a rifle was recovered from the scene. Now, and I'm willing to bet. I am willing to bet my life that the perpetrator who caused it happened to be a radical leftist. But I love it how, but we all know the left is going to run this story too. They're going to run this story and make it political. They think that they want to make this thing political, blame it on the gun, blame it on blame it on this, that, and the other. When in reality, it is all about the human heart. What is what is going on with the human heart and what is going on in the mind of an individual. I mean, this right here is super tragic. I'm not going to lie. And I'm also going to say this. You know, it, my heart, my thoughts and prayers goes out to the families affected by this particular tragedy. And, you know, it's already bad enough we got so much political division going on. And we need to come together because this is getting out of hand. And you know what? Like I said in regarding of the Uvalde and Buffalo shootings that took place a couple of months back, we didn't have this problem. We didn't have these many mass shootings under Trump. No, we did not. But now under bumbling trolling joke Biden, unfortunately, this is apparent. This has been this has been a huge thing and a huge problem, and it's getting crazy by the day. But yes, I already know. I already know the left is going to run this story and make it all about, a gun issue, or blame it on, a certain individual skin color, or or this, that, and the other. It's going to get political. Read my lips. And I'm sorry. And and my thoughts and prayers go out to the families affected. Meanwhile, on this particular weekend, this particular 4th of July weekend, well, from the last I've heard, not only that, it's been over 60 other shootings that took place in Chicago this past weekend. This past 4th of July weekend. And it has nothing to do with what's going on right now. I mean, with it, I don't know if that one has ties to the shooting over at Highland Park, which is a suburb of Chicago. I mean, good God, what is going on? You got a mass shooting in Highland Park, suburban Chicago, and then you have 60 other shootings in Chicago, in all across the city of Chicago, which resulted in like 15 or 20 people dead over the weekend, over this past 4th of July weekend. And you know what? We're not hearing the left, you know, blaming the gun over that. Hell, we're not even hearing about burn, loot, murder, buy large mansions, Black Lives Matter, talking about that as well. Yet, Negroes, are the same ones that want to talk about that I should celebrate Juneteenth only. They're the ones that, they're the ones that literally promoting stuff like this, and I'm gonna also set the record straight here too. Why are the same Negroes who are out there protesting about we want justice for Jayland Walker? They are not doing the same thing about all those 60 plus shootings that took place. I mean, those other 60 shooters that took place all across the city of Chicago. So, I mean, where Pookie and Ray Ray always get in a gunfight every single weekend. And and these the same Negroes that wants me to fall victim to their nonsense about that I should fear the cops. Cry me a damn river for once. Spare me with the bleeding heart BS for once. I'm just so sick and tired of the hypocrisy as well that's going on. But this is all I have to say. I am Chuck Johnson, a.k.a. Kid Thunder. You guys have a wonderful day.